Okay, I am still feeling the heat from that season 1 finale, the Black Desert. And I mean that metaphorically,
Okay,
but
right.
also kind of literally with the volcano, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this wasn't just fighting over land. It felt more like, I don't know, a spiritual trial by fire. Or lava, I guess.
Exactly.
It was chaotic, visually just, wow, stunning, and so spiritually charged.
Yeah.
So let's try and pull out the most important bits from that finale chaos.
Right, the strategy, the themes.
Exactly. Okay, so we open out of the volcano, right? Keoua's there, magma's flowing. Some might see that as like a divine sign for him.
But Keoua immediately just stomps all over that idea.
Totally. That moment with the Hilo chief, man, the chief offers this sacred club.
And Keoua's response, he makes the chief gouge out his own teeth, like right there, as proof of loyalty.
It's just horrifying.
Yeah.
It shows you everything about Keoua's state of mind. And then you cut to Kamehameha's camp, and the whole vibe is completely different.
Exactly. You see it in the formal ceremonies. He formally names Kaiana Koa Lo-ee, the chief of war, gives him the ivory necklace, the feathered helmet, all very proper. And then he names Kahumanu his chief advisor, puts her right on the war council.
That moment of trust, you know,
Yeah.
unity, earned honor.
Right.
And that leads straight into the Ohana theme, that sort of radical family loyalty being the real core here.
Yeah, that moment with Tony, I found that really moving. So Kaiana, seeing the lash scars, recognizing his past.
And the embrace, where Kaiana tells him, no matter what happens to me, Hawaii will always be home. That felt like the emotional core of the season, didn't it? It establishes that idea of Ohana real family as what they're fighting for. And you see that same pragmatism, that Ohana focus with Kaiana and his brother Namake, right? About Kupuhi.
Yeah. Namake confesses he found comfort with Kupohi when they all thought Kaiana was dead.
And Kaiana is just so pragmatic about it. He forgives the act itself, saying you did no wrong to a dead brother. He gets that they need to be united now.
But, and this is a big but, while he forgives what happened then, he totally ignores Namake saying he's still in love with Kupuhi, which means that whole love triangle, not resolved, not even close, just kind of put on pause.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the external threats are lining up.
Kahekili. That scene, it's just pure menace. Capturing Lima, hanging him, Kapuli begging.
And you see that tiny flicker, maybe, of softness in Kahekili, just for a second.
Gone in an instant. Then it's back to cold cruelty. He is absolutely being positioned as the next big threat.
We also get that quiet moment between Kahumanu and Kaiana. He warns her, Keoua is only the beginning. Kahekili waits.
He sees the bigger picture.
And her response, I believe in you. It's quiet, but there's so much packed into that. Affection, yes, but also this shared understanding of the huge stakes. It binds them together.
It really does, and that leads us to Heke, the final quiet moment before the storm. Kaiana gives her Nahi's feather cloak.
And her eyes just burning. When she said, I want to fight.
Exactly.
It's not just grief anymore, is it? It's the birth of something else.
Yeah.
A warrior.
Yeah, demanding her place in what's coming. Okay, so all these tensions, personal and political, are simmering. Then we get to the climax. It's not just armies clashing. You have the priests chanting on both sides, the volcano rumbling. It feels like Judgment Day.
Spiritual warfare made literal. And then that moment, Keoua's champion Opunui starts taunting, throws the first spears.
And Kaiana just plucks one out of the air by the shaft and snaps it over his shoulders.
Could there be a more badass statement? It basically says, your challenge means nothing. Your time is done.
Followed by the command, Keoua, your time to die is now. Kill them all. And boom, battle erupts.
Musket fire tearing through charging warriors with spears and clubs. Tony is just unleashing.
Like John Wick with Hawaiian weapons and a musket. Yeah, it's that fusion Tony's skill, the new tech. That's what's cutting them down.
And you see Kaiana and Namake fighting side by side. A unit again. Despite everything.
And then Heke and Opunui.
Oh, that was intense. Brutal.
It really was the culmination of her entire arc, wasn't it? Trauma, recovery, and now retribution. Opunui cruelly taunts her about the assault, just pure evil. And then Kahumanu makes that critical assist, strategically shoots him in the leg, immobilizes him.
The poison needle again and again. Throat, chest. He's choking, foaming.
Right. And the stomp, it's brutal, but it closes the loop on Nahi's murder. Heke is transformed forever.
And speaking of brutal, Kaiana's move, skewering Keoua's crease.
And eating the tongue. Okay, that was shocking, but symbolic, right? Silencing the evil spells, taking away Keoua's spiritual support right before the end.
Which brings us to Keoua's actual end.
Which is almost anticlimactic, in a way. Kaiana just finally has him cornered, firearm raised, the duel we expected.
And then nature just says, nope. That tremor, the ground splitting.
And then nothing, well, not nothing, lava just instantly consumes Keoua. Honestly, My first reaction was like,
Okay.
wait, that's it? A bit
Right.
anticlimactic, maybe? No epic duel.
Right. It wasn't a warrior's death. That's the point, I think. It was divine retribution.
Agreed.
And the immediate fallout from that.
Mm,
The smoke clears, Kahumanu
Right.
running through everything, collapsing beside him, pulling him into that tearful embrace,
that near kiss. So much emotion. But then you see your father, Moku.
watching them. And he looks furious. That grand romantic gesture just created a huge political problem for season 2.
Definitely. And at the same time, you get the parallel scene, right? Kupuhi gets hit with a spear.
And Namake is the one pulling it out, tending to her.
Yeah.
They end up in each other's arms. That love triangle, still very much unresolved.
But Kayana wakes up, rallies
Right.
everyone. Hail Kamehameha. Seals the victory, cements his loyalty publicly. But it's immediately undercut by that final cut. We jump straight to Oahu.
Kahekili,
Right. It's
Yeah.
the news about Keoua's defeat while he's in the middle of an orgy.
naturally. And his reaction,
Right.
immediate declaration of war against Hawaii.
Okay, so pulling it all together, what's the final assessment?
This finale just nailed it. Visceral action, yes, but also real emotional payoffs and that huge spiritual satisfaction with Peleh's intervention, its biggest success, making the gods feel like real players on the board.
Agreed. And it sets up season 2 perfectly. Kayana's tested loyalty,
Yeah, exactly.
Heke's rise, Kahumanu's political games, and Kahekili representing pure, unadulterated madness. The ultimate clash of strategy versus chaos is coming.
You feel pumped, right? Ready for that showdown.
Totally. So the big question for you, the listener.
What are you watching closest next season? The love triangles, the coming colonial shadow, or just the absolute mayhem Kahekili is about to unleash? Let us know your theories.